Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this to a few others, and then we will proceed with the draft in earnest. So give me just a little bit of how do you say this? A little bit of maintenance from time to time. Just doing everything quickly. Oh. So I probably should switch to this. Mostly because outside can get pretty loud. No, it's more of a. Let me say this. It's more of a cultural thing about how we kind of do Christmas here in the Philippines. Basically, nothing's off the table here. Between video okay, loudspeakers, the works, it's probably quite a lot of there is a lot of revelry going on. We've had fireworks for the past 2 weeks continuously. I'm expecting it to be quite big when we get to the December 31st, but everyone's been having quite fun. Actually, it's not just it's not just for Christmas. I know that my neighbor there was a christening also, so added celebration, lots of fun. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome to another episode of MTG Arena Run. I'll just get into this quickly. We're gonna do a cube draft, and normally I would do traditional, but seeing that it's only 5 wins to get your money back, and you get a good amount of money back in between, I say it's worth a shot. I don't expect a lot of people to be playing this cube because you know, it's the holidays. Not a lot of people are. Not a lot of people up. I do want to thank Clinton Cleo Williams Jr., aka Mr. Clintastic, for tuning in. I'm hoping that you do have a great holiday. Actually, no, that'd be right. At around this time, it should have just turned into Christmas morning over there. No, okay. Want to go pick this for the memes? Nah. Okay, realistically, Primal Command. There is a good amount of Excel in black, so this is a bit scary. Board wipes are not that many to come by, so Time Wipe might actually be a solid pick here. We are giving up Yo and Elite Spellbinder, also an Ephemerate as well. I think I do want to take the Time Wipe though. We might get some of the blue back, but not so much. I'm only picking this because there are not that many board wipes in this particular board. That said, we do need to pick other things. There's a Teferi, which is kind of reward for us. Charming Prince if we want to give up on the Flicker, because we just passed Ephemerate and Elite Spellbinder. Can we do full control in these colors? I'll give it a shot. Not so sure if that's the right idea. We should be on the lookout for things to follow up with, like early game Clarion Spirit, early game Fire Action Missionary is not so bad. Also, we could go white. We could go Esper. That is the solid typical combination. I could also just take the Deserted Beach just to be sure, then see if this comes back. This is uncommon though. We'll take the Deserted Beach at least. Okay, we've got Sphinx's Rev and Sublime Epiphany. I'm probably going to pick Epiphany over Rev because this one is just a card draw. This one gives us a lot more utility. Definitely taking this one. Also should be on the lookout for what our potential third color could be. So, going to keep an eye on that one. Spectral Adversary. Elspeth Resplendent. This one just mostly for card advantage. We could go Tolarian Terror. Go for... I think we just do Tolarian Terror. Let's just make this mostly blue based and see if we go mostly blue-white or if we splash into another color. Well, Reflector Mage is a solid pick here. It has its own Time Wipe as part of the package. Overcharge Amalgam is built-in counterspell. Do I want that over Memory Deluge? Probably. Tassa's Intervention, solid. We do have Triomes, but we don't have the 3-colored spells in this cube. I could take a Drowned Catacomb as speculation, see if we get some of the black back. Because otherwise it's just a plain counter. I think I do take the Drowned Catacomb. Let's see where we go here. If for some reason the blink cards come back, I will start snapping them up. If they don't, it is what it is. We'll just have to see how it goes there. Also, it's still using the TV here. There we go. Switch to the headphones. So again, this cube is kind of on the interesting end. I should actually start viewing my stream here as well, so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Does mean I will get a weird alert and all that. Okay, we do get Midnight Clock. We do get the Ephemerate, but what are we blinking? Reflector Mage? That's kind of good enough. Midnight Clock for the ultimate control piece. Mostly the red lands came back. I guess I do take the Midnight Clock. I kind of want to take the Ephemerate though. Let's take the Midnight Clock. It's a safer pick. Okay, we did get Hollow Fountain, Scholar of the Lost Trove, but super late game. I did not see much in the way of though it is a nice finisher to run. I think I should take Hollow Fountain though. We should fix our mana first and foremost, and this is one of the best cards to do that. Let's see, Disdainful Stroke for late game, sure. Now, let's see. None of these green cards are interesting. Also, it doesn't matter for me flipping this one. I just realized I still only have one Pelt Collector after all this time. Do we get Spectral Adversary back? Do I want that or consider? I probably want the Spectral Adversary. Just give ourselves some creatures at least. Dancing Sword is kind of fine too. And Hard Evidence. Yeah, that's a sorcery. And let's see, Lauren of the Third Path enters the battlefield, does give us card draw, and by us I mean it means me and the opponent. I could just take Urtai Resurrected because this is a counter spell even if it gives our opponent the card. I probably want to take this one. We are set to splash. We do have a black splash available, and this is one of the best cards to take for it. Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of Lauren. Though having the incidental reclamation Rec Sage ability is quite nice. So yeah, we kind of got our somehow almost all of our picks. Yeah, the only odd out was the Storm the Festival, but somehow almost every pick we have fits in. Okay, let's take a look. Oh wait, I can actually just flip this one. Hey, Jericho Ilagan, thank you for liking the stream. How are the holidays? You home with the family right now? Celebrating the winter solstice, or was the celebration yet last night yung Noche Buena? And meanwhile, how do we celebrate? Do we take the Urza's Command or do we take the Alrund's Epiphany? ECD is also quite fine as well. Well, I'm trying to avoid double black at this point. Double blue is still quite fine. Though Urza's Command is no cryptic command, we do Brainstorm. We kind of missed the boat on this one. Let's see. I don't want to take Alrund's Epiphany. I kind of want to take it. But this exiles itself, so we're not exactly getting copies of this. And I think I'll just take the... Now we take the Alrund's Epiphany. We go big or go home. And I am... Okay, but do we take Alrund as well? We have a teleportation circle, so we could still go back on the blink train. I'm actually going to take this though it's more of taking it away from someone else, but also it's probably one of the best things that we can do. Celebrated Noche Buena. Well, yeah, that's good to hear. Just take it easy, otherwise we're going to be exercising for about the next 3 months. 3 months of non-stop dieting. I can actually feel it already. So I'm already starting to do workout, light workout for now, but pretty much my goal is to at least have it continuous for continuous without breaks, even though it's pretty light for a moment. But I'll try to accelerate it little by little as I go. That's the plan. What draft is this? This is Arena Cube draft. So Phantom draft. I am not doing traditional this time because somehow I feel like I want to get this over a bit quickly. We don't honestly have a good way to cast Ulamog. I probably still want to take it, but let's see. The safer picks are, well, I did take the teleportation circle, so Solemn Simulacrum is also a good fit. I might actually just take that one. There is Otawara, that's also probably a decent pick. My concern now is our, well, we're not exactly looking for a heavy curve here. We do have one board wipe at 5. Our problem is that board wipes are actually very hard to come by in this particular format. So the Dancing Sword probably goes. Mythos, we don't have a way to copy it, but as a clone effect, is it fine? I might just take the Unlicensed Hearse. Graveyard Hate is probably a big deal. Village Rites, no. Ager's Fear Harvesters, no. Chart the Course is probably fine. At least it's a cantrip of sorts. It's either this or the Hearse. We don't get to do sideboards. I'm actually going to take the Chart the Course here in this case. Okay, we got Discover the Formula, seek 3 non-land cards. Patient Rebuilding, I'm not patient enough for this. Basilisk Caller is fine. Field of Ruin might be an option. We'll take the... Do I want to take Discover the Formula with so many high casting cost spells right now? We're not exactly mana ramping here. That's also another problem. I probably still have to take it anyway, but I might not even run it. What we're on the lookout for are creatures that have very good ETB ability. Like if I actually splashed red instead of splashing black, this would be a good option. Hostile Negotiations, not. I might rather just take Thirst for Discovery if that's the case. We don't have any 1-cost creatures, so it's probably going to be Thirst for Discovery. We just need the payoffs now. There is a Micromancer, not getting much. There is a Demonic Pact, but again, we're not splashing this. We will take the Sparrow's Headquarters. It's still a blue-white land. We did get Lauren back, so this is actually a solid return for us. There is a treasure map as well. Also, Lauren's actually not too bad for blinking. Likewise, we did get the Urza's Command back, so it's a good thing I didn't take that. We could also take the Temple Garden as speculation as well, but I think I'll keep it simple, which means no Mutavault. We'll take the Fading Hope. Ornithopter, I will take the Ornithopter. It is a mana rock. So now we're hoping for very good cards to blink into on our third pick, because right now, yeah, we're mostly just trying to survive on our non-creatures. One spell. Not gonna run either. Strangle me. Okay, Emeria's Call. At least it works as it fits as a land. Baral is probably the best bet here. We don't have that. We have a few counters, not that many, but having our spell speed cheaper is a big deal. So I do want Emeria, but I really should be taking Baral here. Functionally a mana rock. So let's see. Pilgrim's Eye is fine. Restoration of Aiganjo is also fine, I guess. Though it can act as a ramp if we get to it. There is a Bright Climb Pathway. This is the safe pick. If we're going to still run Urtai. We actually have the option of not running Urtai. Sarah Paragon, not that appealing. I think I might just take Restoration here. There is a Neutralize as well. I could also just take this on the safe side. But I'm going to take Restoration because Neutralize is usually... It's boring enough that there's a good chance it would wheel. Oh. Orrery. Shattered Sanctum. Saw it coming also quite boring enough that it might come back. We are mostly blue. Actually, we're heavy blue, so Lay Down Arms. Yeah, we are actually very short on removal on our own, but we will take the Shattered Sanctum here. We could take Talia after taking Baral, so it just negates it all completely. I want to take Shipwreck Marsh, but honestly, the pick here would be Ledger Shredder. We really have to. We need to fill out our early curve a bit. We need to have some things to do early. Also need to look for things that we can cut. Like the Discover the Formula feels like a cut. Spirit Realm is actually quite good as removal. It's probably much better than Kayla's Command. I actually will take the Touch of Spirit Realm. We do need to make some cuts though. Mishra claimed by Gix. Won me 3 games in your 7-2 draft. Oh wow, that... Wait. And Mishra claimed by Gix, so this one is not yet the meld form. Were you able to get the meld combo, or did you not have to? Which does make sense. You don't necessarily have to. Chromatic Lantern is a solid rock. Commit to Memory is fine as well, but I think at this point I want more rocks than spells. There's also Concealing Curtains, but that's probably gonna come back. Let's play it safe. Let's take the Lantern. It's still a rock. Yeah, we'll take it. It's because it's the cheaper one. And yep, we're not getting a Triumph with black, so that is what it is. I think I will take the Patriarch's Humiliation also. Just having it lose all abilities is good enough. Okay, now we have an interesting choice here. Now, normally the correct answer is Platinum Angel, but this is a 7-drop. We're not going to see any of these cards again. Terramander probably dies too early. Yeah, I think it's still going to be Plat. There's also Witch of the Moors. No, we're taking Platinum Angel. Golden Argosy, Return, Blink Effect, Portable Hole, cheap removal, Celundi Vision. We do have quite enough instants and sorceries. We actually have 11. So we could run this as an extra land. Yeah, we'll take it. See how that... Okay, we did get the Bright Climb Pathway back, so we're going on that one. You didn't get the Dragon Engine. Yeah. I'm not surprised killing opponent solo. It's still here, but I think the correct pick was either Blink or Unburial Rites. I'm going to speculate on the Unburial Rites. I'm not so sure if it will fit. Yeah, none of these cards fit now, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, it's actually, I'm missing some Clifftop Retreats. Not so sure what the core... I am starting to think that I might have been better off going Jeskai, white, blue, red, given some of the cards that we saw come around. But I made my bet early, so we might end up cashing out early, I guess. Anyway, let's fill in these lands. So, yeah, 1 swamp. So the black is literally just for Urtai Resurrected. We could do Unburial Rites. Creatures that we want to blink. Solemn, Reflector Mage, Loran maybe. That's about it. So it's not worth inserting the Teleportation Circle. We're trying to see how many spells we can cut. Hard Evidence is probably one of the weaker ones, so I could cut this one, even though it's a nice early drop. I could also probably still keep the Chart the Course and Thirst for Discovery here, I think. Trying to go over what's our weakest ones. Discover the Formula is nice, but I also have Sublime a 5th. It's competing for space here. We're going to try to win off the back of these 2 cards. So maybe an Unburial Rites is not that bad after all. We still need to make cuts though. And I want to make the cuts on the expensive side, so... I think we do cut Discover the... Because if I... if I'm gonna keep the thirst and the chart the course, I need to cut discover the formula. Do we go? I'm also tempted to cut one of the two epiphanies here. Though Alrund's is quite good. I might actually just cut the Urza's command. This is actually probably one of the weaker spells in the bunch. So we probably want to cut a 2 or a 3. Restoration's kind of fine, even though it's mostly just to land ramp. It does give us a creature eventually. I'm going to run it like this for now, just so that I can figure out what to do with this. Then I'll try to figure out what my weakest card here is of the bunch. I am there is a good possibility that we're the ones who get wiped here. Our deck is more reactive than most. It's probably not the best idea. I would not be surprised. But we'll see how far we can go. Fingers crossed. Maybe we get something special. Okay, so we do have a mana rock start. Let's just... Actually, I realize now none of the counter spells came back. I was speculating that they'd be boring enough, but it looks like other people's decks. Okay, we will play the planes here because this isn't, even if we don't deal damage, just to lose all abilities might be good enough. So we'll just run the midnight clock. Mana rock, still a mana rock. Its opponent goes wedding announcement. They will get a token. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take... Oh, artifact or creature. Okay, my bad. I could have just used Reflector Mage. Yeah, this was a punt. Welcoming Vampire. So they don't get any cards off this. So we're now sandbagging a Disdainful Stroke. We're also going to sandbag the Thirst for Discovery as well. So we're going to pass a bit. Yeah, this was a punt. This was a mistake. We'll take some damage. It's fine. I'll be surprised if our opponent decides to sit back. Let's see what big spell they intend to cast here. Elspeth's Nightmare. So destroy target creature. Okay. Don't exactly have a way around that. Yeah, we'll just cast Thirst for Discovery. See. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we pitch a planes. So next turn we will lose Disdainful Stroke. No way around that. We're just gonna cast the Tolarian Terror now. Opponent might have removal for this, though it's gonna cost them. That's the least I could hope for. Also a bit annoying that our opponent's probably gonna mill our yard before. We will still get 7 cards. We just won't get these cards back. Opponent also knows that we have a Plat Angel on standby. Opponent goes Sanguine Brushstroke, so that's their plan. Now this is conjured, so blinking it doesn't do much. So we do hit the Spectral Adversary. So we're actually going to 1, 2. Yeah, we're gonna pass this turn for now. opponent going for the Deadly Dispute. Okay, that's one way to sack a token. Okay, we lose a few cards. Not the worst. It's still annoying though. Let's see what big shot our opponent has though. Morbid Opportunist. So the plan is to blink the Opportunist and the Blood Artist first before we block. And then okay, they don't have removal. Oh, they let it resolve. But those will still phase out, so... So I'm probably gonna still block. Yeah, so they get the trigger. Let's see, do they have an additional effect? No. Okay, so we managed to clear that bit out. Priest of the Forbidden Gods. We can buy some time for that. Yeah, I guess we just play this again. So unfortunately, because of the way this works, we're not actually casting this. Maybe I should have cast this first. When it goes Serra Paragon, it's a huge Serra Paragon. So we're kind of hoping that we do get to. We're kind of hoping we do get to buy this back. Also note that our opponent can just replay Elspeth's Nightmare again. Oh wow, that's gonna be painful. Thankfully, we would be able to reshuffle our hand. Let's see which one they go for. I don't think they go for the Vampire. In fact, they used up all their white mana. They have to do Elspeth's Nightmare if they want to. They can snipe the Reflector Mage, but... Oh, they're going Braids. What do they sacrifice? Sack a land. They likewise will sack a land. So we actually have quite a few options here. So I can do Ledger Loran, Snipe, which I really, yeah, I want to do Ledger Loran here. Discard the card. I could cast this. Honestly, we're discarding a land. And we're sniping this. Though we're still gonna have problems with the 6/4 flyer. I could swing a Tolarian Terror, see how our opponent blocks. We might, though that's a lot of Blood Artist triggers for us to worry about. I'll do it anyway. Let's see how our opponent blocks. Yep, they're just gonna ping us down one by one. That's fine. Actually, it's not quite fine. I just needed it for this. So now we're drawing all the lands that we don't quite need. Yeah, destroying either of these was not going to be a great hit here because of Serra Paragon. We unfortunately also lost our... We did hit Spectral Adversary again. Do I... No, we'll take the hit for now. Shadar. That doesn't block, so that's fine. Does our opponent's sacks a token? We'll decline. He can draw a card. Yeah, unless we hit our time wipe, we're going to lose. We hit our time wipe. So let's see. If I want them to, do I want to give them another card? Anyway, let's plan this out first. So we have 4 mana for time wipe. Yeah, might as well activate this. See what we get here. Alder's Epiphany sounds good too. Might as well swing first. So this one and this one. The problem is our opponent could block with enough tokens that we lose. I actually forgot about that. Maybe I should not have. Oh no, we would have lost anyway because of Blood Artist. Yeah, there's no way around it. Oh. You'll just have to wait 1 turn. We do have to blink this now. Now let's see, do they have removal? If they have removals for Spectral Adversary, yep, we're dead. That was a mistake on our part though. We never got rid of the Blood Artist early enough. So yep, that was a punt on our part. I would say it's not definitely my fault. No way around it. Let's see, but it does tell us what card we do want to cut. I do want to cut one of my additional card draw spells. Weird for me to say it, but it's either that or I cut the Ornithopter. I guess we do cut the Ornithopter. We want mana ramp, but we don't need it that badly. Opponent did have a very solid white-black. The Sarah Paragon just kept getting value again and again, so that's a problem. What we really wanted was Farewell, but there aren't that many board wipes. That's kind of the issue. So this deck is not going to be heavy on the control elements. And so maybe playing control was probably the really bad idea here. Maybe I just threw 4,000 gold for nothing but entertainment. We definitely have to mulligan this. This is more keepable. We will keep the Restoration. We'll probably have to bin the Disdainful Stroke. That said, with this one, we can just... So we're going to play this a bit more aggro now. So we're going to just throw the Spectral Adversary down. Let's see if our opponent has... No counter spell, so that gets us our planes. And we can actually discard this. There, more ramp. Though I probably should have kept the basic land instead because of Thirst for Discovery. Opponent is going blue. Multiple choice, X equals... Oh, they could have bounced. No, it would not have made sense to bounce. But it looks like our opponent might be super stuck on mana. Okay, they finally hit their swamp. Into a Tenacious Underdog. We'll thirst that. Okay. And since we have our 1 black mana already, we don't need the second one. We'll set it to white. Don't want to play this. Well, this is up to, so I technically could. Yeah, let's just play it. Let's see what happens. So we have a Fading Hope to save one of our creatures if it gets to that. Then most likely we're just playing Alrund's Epiphany. It's the fair way. Infernal Grasp. No, I don't want this to die. Yeah, we're definitely keeping Reflector Mage up top. If our opponent swings, I will block with Loran. Who am I kidding? I'm not blocking with Loran. Okay, there's our extra turn. We can swing for... I should not have played that land though. Also, and the reason I'm willing to play this is because as far as board wipes go, black doesn't. Black has a few, but they're mostly on the small end. Like the most I can expect is like a Meat Hook Massacre right now. Let's see, does our opponent actually have it? It would actually be enough if they had it. Nope, they did not have it. We got there. Whew. Though that one was off the back of our opponent keeping a really sketchy hand. They needed black mana a lot earlier. They just kept playing blue mana for multiple turns in a row. They had to play a very weak multiple choice with the wrong answer. Well, not quite the wrong answer. Yeah. So, not bad. 500 gold. We still need about 4 more wins to get our money back. Let's see if we can make that happen. Also, let's see. There we go. I really should need to get another forward-facing light here. Okay, we're keeping this one from turn 2 Epiphany, as always. Then we just keep drawing cards, trying to make our land drops and whatnot. Opponent gets to go first. Let's see. Nothing to stall. We will play Fading Hope. Turn 2, we most likely just foretell. Oh, they got something. Micaeus the Lunar, X equals 1. No, it's not worth it. We'll pass. Like I could do, because I need to know what this is for. Right now, this is. Yeah, I think they're just gonna keep buffing with counters and whatnot. So. So let's see. Okay, resolve, put a counter. If our opponent casts a creature spell, I will bounce the Micaeus. Well, actually, we'll see. So our opponent can attack. No, not gonna attack. So we'll just cast Spectral Adversary. No kicks. We're just gonna start the little aggro. We might be able to bait the counter spell also. And I might as well do this now. And the reason I'm doing this now is because I have the intention of doing full use of my mana for Solemn. But we will swing first, see if our opponent has anything. Nope, not really. I guess we do the Solemn. Let's see if our opponent has a counter spell. Nope, no counter spell. At least they're not countering this one. Let's see. They have their own spectral adversary. Okay. It's gonna be the battle of... Though we do have the humiliation to humiliate their spirit. They're gonna opt. Okay. If we can hit one more land, that's Epiphany. But I think I might want to save it a bit. Because Epiphany into next turn humiliation is actually a decent thing as well. Opponent going for the big Micaeus. We'll take. So now we chart the course. And that gets us Alrund's Epiphany mana, though it also means our opponent is under pressure. Let's see if they have something to follow this up with. Displacer Kit then. Okay, not the best. Oh, we should be careful with how we tap. It's a good... Thank goodness that it... So Reflector Mage at least prevents this one from coming back in one turn. Yeah, we're just putting the pressure. Our opponent's actually putting pressure on us also. So we're gonna see if they have... What their next spell is. Realm Cloak Giant. Okay. Board wipe. We will draw a card. Yeah, we're gonna sandbag that one for now. Take a look what our opponent actually casts. Restoration. Okay, that's fine. And the reason I say that's fine is because we do have the option to get... We do have the option to Loran the Restoration anyway. Sandbag that, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we need to cast this so we can hold up Sublime Epiphany. We're dropping Loran first. Snipe that. Okay, let's that go. I'm gonna pass because I suspect that it's in our opponent's best interest to cast a big spell later. No point in us trying to copy our creature and for... Let's see, because our opponent might just go for this. No, they're going for Displacer Kitty. Let's see if they follow it up with an actual non-creature spell. They do. They have a follow-up. Counter spell, counter ability, return target non-land permanent. No, we don't need to create a copy, but we do draw a card. So target the non-land permanent, then we draw a card. Ah, that felt so good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough for Ledger Shredder. We should have done it the other way around. We goofed up on that one. And opponent concedes there. We may have goofed up the spell sequence there, but yeah, that sealed the deal. Alrund's Epiphany and Sublime Epiphany. Are there how many other cards there have the name Epiphany in them? I'm now really curious. Anyway, let's set ourselves up for the next game. I'm gonna take a look. How many other cards have the name Epiphany in them? There's an Epiphany Storm, Artificer's Epiphany, that's a Cosmic Epiphany of the Drowned, Epiphany Storm. Tamio's Epiphany, that one's a noted one, and there's a Temple of... not that many Epiphanies. There could be more to go around. That said, this is not keepable. 2 lands are really sketchy, even with Touch the Spirit Realm. Gonna take the mulligan. This one is very keepable. Yeah, this is very expensive, but... it is what it is. And probably this is the and instant regret. Though I'm actually thinking that maybe we should have hit this one first to slow them down. Because this is definitely mono green, I just don't know. Okay, let's just take away that value. So it's pretty much a race to 6. We know we can at least hit 4 mana with Chromatic Lantern. So I'm thinking that maybe we should have hit Llanowar Elves instead. A lot of mono green's dangerous creatures are at the higher levels. Thankfully, they're paying discount value here. So next turn, going Solemn Simulacrum. I think our opponent is trying to hit their 5th mana, which case we are taking a beating from a 6/6. Yeah, I should have Scavenging Ooze. It's gonna be annoying when we do, but it's not the end of the world. Get an island just in case something were to happen to our lantern. So ideally what we want to do is save up for Sublime Epiphany. Though our opponent yeah, we're definitely saving up Sublime Epiphany. Our opponent wants to activate this ability. Let's see him go for it. Not going for it. Pretty disciplined. I say we do it anyway. We'll return target non-land permanent, create a token copy. The non-land permanent we're returning is Llanowar Elves. Copy a creature we control, draw a card. Now I am probably just gonna chump this though. Also note that we did kind of give up on we are kind of giving up on our Sublime Epiphany this way. Silverback Elder. Oh, okay. So this one has whenever you cast a creature spell, so yeah, this is going to be a pain. And we just gave our opponent a creature spell. Though we could counter it. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this one off the back of having a super late start. So let's see which one they blow up. Okay, first cast this, counter that. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna actually do full control, decline. We're gonna exploit our... Sorry, we have to resolve that. We're gonna exploit our Solemn Simulacrum. Counter this. Okay, we can turn that off now. Yes, and we do want to draw a card. Still not ideal. Oh, opponent actually skipped it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This doesn't have anything. So we do want to chart a course, see what we hit. Meh. I want to play Teferi first, but honestly, this is the better play. And we do hit our midnight clock. Bit on the late side though. Okay, hit the Platinum Angel. That's gonna have to... And the problem is Platinum Angel is not a solid defense here because of the Silverback Elder. We need to answer this first, and that's very unlikely to happen. Yeah, not looking very good here for us. Opponent thankfully quite willing to... So it's a question of, will they run out of... They're actually doing their best not to... Well, they still have the mana for this, I guess. Yep. So probably snipes the midnight clock because that refreshes everything I have. Which... Wait. Oh, and they're gaining 4 life. Okay. Sure. They do need to start... Oh, they're still not swinging? Okay. We're just drawing lands. Should probably play this first. Get these out of the way. I kind of want to swing, but I also kind of want to sandbag here. It's really honestly we should have been dead for quite a while ago. Okay, first things first. If we Correction Metamorph, destroy target. Which one are they targeting? They're targeting the enchantment. Okay, that's fine. They'll probably copy Silverback Elder. Okay, draw us a card. They got still quite a lot more cards than we do. Rex Sage. We're gonna, let's see. Hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9. Not enough. Yeah, they're gonna hit the midnight clock. So no dice on that plan. And we're gonna lose the chromatic lantern as well, which is could be worse. We need to hit our time wipe. Which is looking really sketchy as of now. Thankfully, this does not have trample, but everything else is quite scary. Also, our opponent could start eating our graveyard as well, which is a problem. In all honesty, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, Mantilla Razon, many thanks for the like, and yeah, Merry Christmas to you too. Though I don't. Well, that's a long story. Anyway, let's do our chump blocks. Yeah, we're not getting out of this particular match. I'm actually surprised our opponent still hasn't sacrificed this. Also, with the number of cards they have, they're... Please be a time wipe. Nope, Spectral. We can make this work though. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not enough. And I kind of have... Yeah, I kind of have to let this one go because... Also, I have to be careful with this. There's a chance our opponent could just sacrifice this instead, but that it is what it is. So we're just trying to buy a little more time. Maybe we can hit what we need. Kind of unlikely though. Yeah, Scavenging Ooze kind of ruining our day here. Okay, so yeah, exactly 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There, I have to leave this one behind. So that just buys us a little bit of time, but it's probably not going to really matter. I'm surprised our opponent has not sacked the Rootwort Amalgam quite yet. Because I know these are going to come back in. So we got... Let's draw. Loran. Okay, Loran's good. Do have to discard, but it's a good thing we picked something we didn't quite need. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Still not gonna play it yet though, because again, Silverback Elder is a real risk here. Also might not really quite matter at this point, so not gonna quite show them everything yet. Like this could have traded with this, with the smaller Elder, I guess. But yeah, we're just waiting for opponent to cash us in now. Titania's Command. Yep, that's a cash in. Yeah, mathematically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would need to block 5 creatures. We can only block 4. Yeah, that's game. If we did not swing with this one, yeah, we would have had enough creatures to block, but at this point we were quite behind at this point anyway. I will say that our opponent did have the right idea. The deck is quite conducive to monocolor strategies. We kind of went a little bit off the rails there. Yeah, my kingdom for a time wipe. Anyway, any game could be our last from this point on. I was okay with playing it in this version. I didn't need to I did not really need to cash it in too much. Just I'm trying to chill for today. No real pressure here. Hey. Let's see. Super scary. I've been taking mulligans left and right. Let's take another mulligan. Okay, this is keepable. Ideally, I keep these two. We can pass the disdainful stroke. And say hello. I am starting to regret the Platinum Angel now. It's cool and all, unique effect and all that. Okay, we hit 5 mana. I will play Lauren. Submit 0. Our opponent is playing a relatively fair deck right now. And I take it back, they play the Rekindling Phoenix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll take a few hits from now. We'll see how we can answer this. It does double power and toughness. So we are going to block with it. We're going to make him use his mana this way instead of... Yep, that's fine. So still in trouble with the Phoenix up here. We will need to cast multiple spells back to back. Our opponent can swing with both and trade, and we'll end up trading Terror for this, so it's not a great deal. But we still have to make them trade it anyway. Well, there's our time wipe. But it just comes back. Oh, but I do have a trick I can do. Decline, block, make that trade that way. And this only comes back on their upkeep, so... Yeah, Vivian Reed... Well, this works too, I suppose. And we can buy it back if our opponent starts digging for, say, another creature. we do have to be careful. We do want to try to take this out first if we can. Gala Greeters adds mana. Okay, just additional just 2 damage to the face. That's not the worst. All in all, not too bad. Though the planeswalkers are going to be a bigger problem for us. Like, I could just wipe this board right here and there. Because at the very least, neither of these guys generate creatures. They do generate headaches. So I'm trying to see if I could convince our opponent to snipe our Chromatic Lantern. Probably not. Opponent goes burn down the house. Ooh. 2, 4, 6. Oh, wait. Do they have a burn spell to finish us off? Because that's a very good use of burn down the house if there was one. Okay, they're digging for creatures. I will be forced to bounce these tokens. Opponent goes Halana and Elena, but that's gonna be next turn, not this turn. So we do buy ourselves a little breathing room. Okay, that's not enough. I forgot, this is not Deputy of Detention. And our opponent had the removal anyway, so, well, it was worth a shot. We did not quite survive this one. I guess playing pure control was really not a great idea. We should have taken the clue that when we saw so few board wipes that that was going to be the case. Otherwise, I can't complain too much. Yeah, we only got 1/4 of our money back, but we can just grind the rest of it next time. We'll leave it as an exercise for then. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. And a reminder of how we lost. The game is very funny. Yeah, again, many thanks to all those who tuned in. Many thanks to Clinton Cleo Williams Jr., Jericho Ilagan, Mantilla Razon. Yeah, many thanks to all of you guys. Indeed, you guys are what make this possible for me. At least what keeps it going. It turns it from just me recording to justify my hobby into something a little bit more entertaining, I hope. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I wish everyone happy holidays. I wish everyone a great year to come from after this one. Do take care, and yeah, that's it for me. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great rest of the year and 2023. Bye-bye.